All right. Welcome back to the next live stream of the stage No Way Out. In the last live stream, we talked to like Hans and Wolf a lot during the stream. I had to go back and figure out what we did in the last live stream because I was like, what did we actually do? What did we actually accomplish? I couldn't remember. And I went back and not much, not much. Um, so the group got to the campground and it's just like this big muddy festival campground field. Doesn't look like much, and they figured out who was going to be tenting up with each other, and then and of course they had to draw straws for Ron. They had to draw straws for Ron to see who was gonna spend the night with Ron. And who was it that got Ron? I think it was Alex. I think Alex. No, Jimmy. Jimmy got Ron. So Jimmy and Ron are together. Alex and Robin are together, and then Niels and Sophie are together in the same tents. And then another camp goer pulled up, like another group of camp goers and like some truck pulled up, and didn't really hear much anything else about that. But we did most of our talking with Hans and Wolf in the investigators chat. And in that chat, we were investigating Fear and the clues and videos that Fear was sending us, right? And we found out that through the clues of Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Chester Bennington, each one of them had a mannequin that held up a number. You had to figure out, I think, what year each one of them died, and then within the years that they died and the numbers that was holding up. Anyways, it ended up being 032 is the number. Some kind of 032 is the code. We don't really know exactly what that is yet, but I'm sure we're going to find out. But before we find out, our work wife, Lena, is reaching out to us, and that's where we ended off at in the last stream. We ended off right before we were talking to our future ex work wife, Lena, who says, "Look, they just actually sent us a photo of her and her cat." Says, "Hey, you, Misty was waiting for me like a little princess. I gave her something to eat, and now she's lying on a sofa like a queen. But I took a photo for you, as promised." And there's Lena, the Lena with little cat. It's super cute. And so also welcome everybody in chat. Before we get too far into this, let me welcome everybody in the stream and in chat. If you haven't noticed, at the top of the description, you can actually join the Tongue Tied Games tethered Discord. I linked it right at the top there, so easy, one click away, and you can join our Discord where we are tethered to Tongue Tied Games. And welcome everybody, Miss Azrael's Gaming. Munaza, it's great to have everybody here. Janie, great to have everybody here. Welcome, welcome. As says, I'm just gonna say it now. Where is the extra mayo? Lena's about to find out. Just gonna say, just gonna say that. Lena about to find out today. But the pictures of Lena. That's not a picture of Lena, but maybe on the beach. And that there's the cat again. Super cute. Another scenic picture. I'm guessing that's on like a trolley or a bus or something. This is basically what Lena looks like at work every day. Like this is what she shows up to in work. Um, that's when they're going out clubbing, I'm guessing. You know, the bathroom selfie. This is also another outfit that Lena wears to work quite often, at least once a week. This is during the winter. This was on the way home from work, and also during the way that she went skiing or snowboarding or something. She just maybe she didn't do any skiing or snowboarding. She was just wearing the clothes and went outside and took a picture in the snow and made it look like she was going skiing or so. But I have no idea. But that's Lena for you. And now we're talking to Lena, and look at that beautiful kitty. It's so such a cute little kitty with the green eyes. I love the green eyes. Munaza says, "I'm so sad this game's not in my region." Yeah, give it some time. Sometimes it's difficult for them to, for games to be even approved in certain regions. So yeah, give it some time. Hopefully it gets there. Munaza's done Orphans Healing in seven, Argus, and this one's not here yet. Yeah, give it some time. I'm sure it's on its way. But either way, like I mean, I know this would essentially be like spoilers for you, but you can enjoy the story as we go through it. I mean, it's not you playing yourself, but you might be making a lot of the same decisions that I make, which might make it feel like it's also you playing. I don't know. So Misty is thrilled, though you can't tell, can you? Misty doesn't look very thrilled. I mean, claws out and everything. Like, I don't know if Misty's very excited about it. If I were her, I would definitely feel more comfortable. Winky face. You know the ladies love the winky face. You're the perfect duo, beauty and the involuntary hostage. Come on, that's funny. Thanks for the photo. Look, I would definitely be very comfortable. I'd be very comfortable. I would not be complaining at all. Hess says, you know way too much about how she dresses. Well, I see her every day. I just noticed what she wears because we work in the same office. We work in the same facility. So obviously I see it. It's not weird. It's not weird. Lena says, then you'll have to come by sometime so I can test. Oh hell. See, I can't even flirt with Lena because Lena just throws it right back at me tenfold and then I'm just like stunned. I'm just like, yep, you got me. That's what it's gonna be. I'll bring the kebab and extra mayo. But Misty only looks so grim because I dragged her off the couch for the photo. This is her holy throne. If you ever come to visit, you'll have to fight hard for your spot. Look, it doesn't look like Misty's having a great time in that spot anyway, so Misty can have the couch, I'll have Lena. That's Oh, also, I wanted to say that guess who had a dentist appointment today, and guess whose shiny teeth and me are cavity free. Guess who's cavity free? My shiny teeth and me. So super happy about that. So I take on anyone for that, even Misty. Sounds like a fair fight, but Misty certainly has the home advantage. Sounds like Misty is already the undisputed queen. I'm not going to get involved. Look, I'll take on Misty. I'm not worried about Misty. Not worried about Misty at all. I'll take on Misty. But now you've given me an idea. Maybe you should really come here sometime. Then you can compete live with Misty. We can even live stream it. We can live stream the tongue-tied games and Misty fight for Lena. Only if I also get your full support. I want to win. Let's see if I can find the time, but it doesn't sound bad. I think I'd rather not. Cats are not my thing. Yikes. We can either go full Lena all the way, or we can be like, nah, cats aren't my thing, Lena. Sucks to suck. Like, nah. I'm gonna need Lena's full support. Gundog Kamara? Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Munaza says, I'm not worried TT's the best detective. You know what? That is true. I was playing another game, and in that game I got an achievement that said probably the best detective in the world ever. So you're absolutely right, Munaza. You're absolutely right. I am the best detective. I've never been wrong a day in my life. Only sometimes. I was wrong once, and but I was wrong on purpose because I was the evil. Actually, I think I was wrong in the healing. I was wrong in the healing. I just did not expect the one individual to be. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it yet, but I just didn't expect the one individual to be Dr. Crow. I was wrong in the healing, but all the other ones I've been right. And Argus wasn't really like I think Argus did have an unknown, and I was actually Ben. Yeah, I was. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. With Argus, which is more relevant than the healing. But sorry, yeah, I was right about Argus. 100% right about Argus. Anyways, Lena says deal, but Misty could still wrap you around her finger. She has practice. I'm going to make myself some dinner before I go to bed. Ooh, what's on the menu? Yeah, what's on a good plan? Enjoy dinner. I hope the cooking apron suits you as well as the rest. Damn. I kind of, if I ask about the apron, you think she's gonna send me a picture of her in an apron and just the cooking apron? I don't know, but I don't really want to test it out. I just want to say what's on the menu. I am curious as to what's on the menu though. Probably just something simple, pasta or something quick. I'm really too lazy today, but after this, I'm getting ready for bed. But I wanted to ask, may I call you again later to send you a good night message? Hell yeah, you say no more. You can always knock on my door, especially with a good night message. Sure, get in touch if you'd like. Sorry, Lena, it's getting too late for me. I'm going to lie down too. Look, you can always knock on the door. Send a good night message. Send a I don't know, booty call message. Who said that? Wasn't me. Send a I'm scared, come over and protect me message. Messages like that. I heard a bump in the night. Can you come over and keep me safe? That kind of message. Like I'm okay with those messages. Watch out or I'll keep you awake all night long. She said that, not me. I may have added it, but it's okay. Don't want you to be completely exhausted tomorrow. I've had worse. Like like I have no problem being exhausted. I, I've I've went all night before, and yeah, you might be a little bit tired the next day, but it's worth it. I'll definitely write again later. Okay, bye bye, sweetie. Yeah, bye, Lena. Anyways, back to the spring breakout as we completed our super flirty text messages back and forth with Lena. So Jimmy says there's a short update on the new arrivals tongue tie. They are two boys and two girls, but Ron, don't worry. Hard to tell what age they are in the dark. Could be anything between 20 and 30. Ron is currently busy. He's talking to the new ones as if they were his best friends. He's probably just like bragging about his money so that way they could be friends with Ron and be like, "Oh my God, that's so cool! Like, are we best friends now?" Princess Fairy, welcome to the stream. Princess Fairy says hi. I made it. Yes, you did, and super early. We're not even that far into the stream either. Like we're very new into this stream. We just got done flirting with Lena, who's probably going to be our future ex work wife, if she isn't already. He's probably bragging about how he got you backstage tickets. Hopefully he's behaving. I wonder what they're like. Yeah, he's probably bragging. He's probably bragging about his money, probably bragging about the stuff he's got, probably bragging about the backstage stuff. I wouldn't put it past him. That's exactly what he's doing. He just told them that he made sure that we were all allowed backstage, and they even seemed to believe him. But let's be honest, the new ones seem really nice. I just spoke to the two girls. One of them is called, is that Irem? 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 Really cute and also loves the Rebels. Can't really tell. I wonder if they're gonna also be added to the group chat. I don't know. Sophie, I can't tell if she's really cute. You're gonna have to get a better picture for me, so that way I can agree or disagree if she's really cute. Also, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Is it Irem or Irem or Irem? I have no idea. Irem? Don't know. Bella, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. How's everybody doing? If you haven't already, say hi. Say hi in chat so I can say hi back. I promise I try to at least find everybody's name at least once in chat. I might not be able to come across everyone's messages in chat, but I do periodically look up there and try to pick out a few comments. But if you haven't already, just say hi, and I'll say hi back. So nice. I'm glad you get along well. Sounds like you've finally found an ally for your fan club. Yeah, yeah. I guess they found an ally. Princess Fairy's doing well. Just got done with work. Nice. It's nothing better than finishing work. It's like you get home, you get to just relax. You don't have to worry about work until the next day. It's nice. Divine Favor. Welcome to the stream. See, Divine Favor says hello. Well, it literally says hi, but but hello, Divine Favor. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. For those of you also that are joining in now, you can also check out the Discord. I put a link at the very top of the description, so you can, if you guys have a Discord, if you want to be a part of the Tongue Tied Games Discord, you can join the Tethered and be a part of that. And there's a lot of stuff that's on Discord that's nowhere else. Not even on Instagram. There's certain things that we share, we talk, there's sometimes when we just do like live streaming in voice chat, and anybody can just join and just hang out with us and just chill and talk and have a good time. So, it's definitely a fun place to be. Who was just talking? So we said, sounds like you finally found an ally for your fan club. To Sophie. Sophie says, yes, I'm finally getting some support, but honestly, Irem is really nice. We've already talked about our favorite song. She has great taste in music. Everyone thinks the new people are nice. Let's see how long it stays that way. Robin's got some doubts. Robin's like, everyone seems nice in the beginning until you start to take away the mask, right? Alex says, chill, Robin. After all, they're here because they won just like us. I talked to the guy called Merrick. Merrick? I think it's Merrick. He seems rather reserved. Reserved, the other one is the complete opposite. He asked me directly, where's the beer? That's my kind of friend. Without introducing himself. Oh, okay. Well, maybe introduce yourself and then follow up with, where's the beer? Nice introduction. He knows what's important. Sounds like Ron, only without the usual stupid line. No, I don't think it sounds like Ron. He knows how to break the ice. Did you at least sell him a beer? Nah, you don't want to sell, but like, yeah, he knows what's important. Jimmy should be best friends with somebody like that. Like, that should be Jimmy's super best friend. Rather pragmatic. First beer, then chat. By the way, his name is Orkin. And then there is Maria. She said it was eerily quiet here. I had to tell her about the gas station right away. If this continues, we'll still be telling each other this story around the campfire in 100 years from now. Soon everyone will think we're being stalked by a psycho gas station attendant. At least Maria took it with humor, and she asked me who our mysterious chat partner is. I told her that Tongue Tied is our virtual companion, so to speak. Yes, you're our remote festival friend. And maybe we can add the other four to the group chat. That way we can all talk, and then I can meet them too. Great. Now Maria must think I'm a total freak. It must be hilarious how you're all standing there with your phones typing frantically. Tell Maria and others I'm waving from afar. Waving hello from... Yeah, I'm just waving hello from afar. Princess Fairy says, yes, people can be nice or creepy nice. I think Ron is probably on the creepy nice side of things. But it seems like the other four seems to be okay. Has says it's also okay if you join the tether just because of me. TT don't. I don't. You can join. I joined because of Az. I mean, if that makes sense. I mean, yeah, it was created before I knew Az, or at least around the time that I met Az. But I'm just saying, like, I joined because of Az, even though the timelines don't really add up. Wait a minute, tongue-tied Maria just grabbed Sophie's cell phone. Either she wants to say hello to you or annoy Sophie. Both are possible. That seems kind of, I mean, I understand like, hey, where's the beer? Like as a way to break the ice. But to a complete stranger to grab your cell phone just to either annoy you or say hi to the virtual friend, kind of suspicious. But then again, the timing, the timeline of these games are always kind of subject to discussion, right? It's always it's you don't know if this conversation has been going on for an hour or two and they've already had time to kind of get to know each other a little bit, or if this is like 5 minutes into them meeting and now somebody's stealing somebody else's phone to be a goofball. I have no idea, but let's see what who is this? Maria? Let's see what Maria has to say because Maria's on Sophie's cell phone.
Hey, you. Greetings from the middle of nowhere.
Shit, I
I
can't
think it's
hear
really
anything. Can
exciting
you
that you're
guys hear
joining
anything?
virtually. But honestly, I'd actually be glad that you can just chill at home on your couch or wherever you are. With all this fog here and
I
Sophie's
think we
creepy
need
doll
to hold on.
story.
I'm gonna start it over because I couldn't hear the very beginning, and I'm sure you guys couldn't either.
Hey, you. Greetings from the middle of nowhere. I think it's really exciting that you're joining virtually. But honestly, I'd actually be glad that you can just chill at home on your couch or wherever you are. With all this fog here and Sophie's creepy doll story from earlier. I don't know either. It kind of has a bit of a horror movie vibe. So, really, really, really creepy. Just a bit. But, oh well, I'll definitely keep an eye on your people. And I hope that maybe someday we'll get to meet in person, yeah? Until then, stay tuned. So, bye.
That's super weird. That's super weird. That's super creepy. I I'm sus on Maria. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm sus on Maria. Maria probably has nothing to do with anything, but kind of weird. Kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Hi back, you'll rock this. Thanks for keeping an eye on my like you're a total stranger. You're gonna keep an eye on my friends. Okay. Like yes, meeting live sometime would be cool. Sounds like a mix of creepy and fun. Hope Ron doesn't annoy you on top of that. I don't even know how to respond to that. The glitching freaked me out. Yeah, well, yeah, the glitching is kind of understandable if they're in an area that just doesn't have good cell reception, which I do believe they did kind of cross through an area that had bad cell reception. But yeah, the glitching is another thing that's like kind of weird. Like, why is it glitching when she was trying to message us? And we already had that issue with the picture where, or it was a video where there were like panning, panning. You know the video where they're like just panning through, and then all of a sudden, like one of the people just glitched out. I think it might have been, I don't know who it was, Sophie or somebody just glitched out. Maybe Robin. I don't remember who it was, but it just got glitched out. So I don't know. It seems weird. But Maria seems weird. I don't know about all the just take somebody's phone and talk to the virtual friend. But you know, ladies love the winky face, so I might as well just be nice about it. But look, meeting live would be cool. Just don't take my damn phone. That's all. Of course, someone has to play the babysitter. Okay, enough chatting. I'll give the cell phone back to Sophie. See you soon. And that was still Maria, I'm guessing. Hey guys, I'm back too. My battery is back to 30%. I'll continue charging overnight. That's Niels reaching back out. Hey Niels, nice to have you back. I thought you were lost. You could have at least invested the last few percent to let me know. Look, nice to have you back, Niels. So she can meet me and muck duck me? I would hope not. I guess depending on Maria and what she actually has involved in the game, she might muck duck somebody. I have no idea. Neil says, "Thank you, tongues out. I have to read the chat history first. Something different, guys. I've been watching this Merrick a bit. I don't know. There's something odd about him. Merrick is the one that's kind of reserved. I think is what they mentioned before. The way he keeps shining his flashlight into the forest as if he's looking for something. He said he would rather stay up all night because he likes the dark so much. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But what I mean, I don't know how far your flashlight on your phone's gonna go into like a dark forest, but also, yeah, I mean, like the whole like, I like the dark, so I like to stay up late. I like to stay up at night because I like the dark. I don't, yeah, kind of seems weird too, but that could just be Merrick being Merrick. Who knows? Has his Merrick is sus. I'm assuming he is in Merrick is sus. I don't know. Or Niels sus? I think Niels is kind of sus. Nasa just straight out like Merrick's a weirdo. Straight out weird. Princess Fairy says, sort of creepy, but hey, to each their own, right? They both are. They're both sus. So he said he'd rather stay up all night because he likes the dark so much. Sounds like he's the guy who keeps watch at night. Practical. Take it easy, Robin. Some celebrate the darkness and as much as others celebrate a sunset. Sounds a bit odd. Do people celebrate the dark? I mean, vampires maybe, or people who want to be a vampire celebrate the darkness as much as someone celebrates a sunset or a sunrise, I guess. I don't know. I don't know too many people that are super celebratory of the dark. Most people I know are afraid of the dark. They're like, I don't like being in the dark. I, for me personally, I don't celebrate the dark, but I'm not afraid of the dark either. I don't know. I don't have any kind of like weird love of the dark either. Like, I don't love it, but I also like I'm not afraid of it. It's just it is what it is with me. It's like it's dark. Right, Princess Fairy put it perfectly. Like I don't mind the dark, but I don't celebrate it either. Exactly. I think that's exactly how what I was trying to say. In a lot more in a big explanation. That's exactly what I was trying to say. In the shortest way possible. I don't mind the dark, but I don't celebrate it either. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Like it sounds a bit odd, I guess. I don't know. Robin, maybe you should stay up and watch him. Watch him watch the dark. Robin says, I told you, and he doesn't really look like a goth or something like that. I guess that man, yeah. So I don't know. Like I don't know too many goths either. Like, do goths just like celebrate the night? Or are goths like equivalent to vampires? Is that like I don't know. I don't know too many goth. These are legitimate questions that I'm asking. So if anybody if anybody in chat is goth, like feel free to answer because I really don't know. These are legitimate questions. Like are goth like vampire fanatics? I'm sure maybe some of them are. So are goth do they celebrate the night? Maybe some do. I have no idea. No clue. But now I'm missing a ton of chat. It's just going through. So I'm we'll read it once it calms down. Miss Ashriel said, "I had a goth phase in high school, and I didn't celebrate the dark. Did you like have like a I don't know how to put this without. I'm not trying to make fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm really not. These are like legitimate questions, but like, did you have like a uh not like a vampire fantasy, but like did you have like vampire like fuck, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I don't, did you have like vampire like tendencies, I guess? Like yeah, you had a goth phase, but did you have like were you like more of like a vampire fanatic, I guess you can say. Not fanatic. That's extreme. But like not even celebrate a vampire, but did you have like a vampire phase? I guess that's a good way of doing. You had a goth phase, but did you have was that synonymous to like a vampire phase too? Like I don't know. Like when you had your goth phase, did you also take notes from vampires? Like I guess is a good way to put it. I have no idea. Again, I'm not making fun. These are legitimate questions. Princess Fairy says, I don't know about people who do zodiac stuff in stars, but not sure about goth stuff. I like some vampire stuff, but never did any other than that. Fair. You know, let me ask you this. I will say this. Like, there was one time, um, I was out in Arizona and I was out in the middle of the desert. Um, and I was so far out in the desert that there was like zero light pollution. And it was a clear night sky, pitch black night sky, but you saw the entire Milky Way. Like you could see every single star in the sky. And it now I would say that was like beautiful. I've never forgotten that. Like and that was I just happened to be out in Arizona, out in the middle of the desert where there was no light pollution and it was a clear night sky and it was glorious. Like I would that is something I would celebrate. Like just like being able to see like the entire Milky Way because of zero light pollution. That was really cool. Stargazing. Yeah, stargazing kind of like that. I mean, I wouldn't. I guess the reason why I was out there was to stargaze, but like it was beautiful. Like that was really cool. Like you could see just like the entire Milky Way. It was amazing. Anyways, back to the Spring Breakers. Were they talking about? As says, I mean, I like vampires, but I just liked wearing all black and darker makeup. There were some others at my school that literally wore fangs and dressed goth, so I guess they were the vamp goths. So like they had like the similarities. They had like complements to goths and vamps. Okay, so I mean, like then it's a possibility. It's definitely happens. Like if you're goth, then you might be taking notes, or it might be similar to being like a vampire. But I guess there also can be like just goths, and then there's vamp goths. But then I'm sure that there's probably just like emo goths too, which is probably three different categories of goth. I have no idea, but I'm guessing it sounds legitimate to me. Verified Eddie, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Do you have any input on goths, Verified Eddie? That's what we're talking about right now. Talking about goths and the three separate categories of goth: emo goth, goth, and vamp goth. I guess. Sam from Danny Phantom was my favorite goth character. And now was Sam, was she kind of like a was she just normal goth, vamp goth, or would you consider her emo goth? Like which category would Sam fit into? They wore colored contact lenses, vamp fangs, and would bite each other. That's definitely a vamp goth if I've ever heard of one. Definitely. Munaza, and I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. But Munaza said normal goth, badass. Awesome. Sam sounds amazing. Janie says I was on the alternative scene where I'm originally from, so was around goths a lot. Not a single one worshipped the night or into vampires. So Janie was just around normal goths, right? Maybe some emo that were like kind of like the punk rockers or whatever. Maybe some emo, but it sounds like Janie was just around normal goths, like Sam from Danny Phantom. All right, let's get back into chat with the Spring Breakers. So I said sounds a bit odd, and then Robin says I told you, and he doesn't really look like a goth or something like that. One thing is certain: if he suddenly starts whispering, "Come out and play with me," I'll be the first to run. Now stop turning this into a horror movie. We are here to have fun. I agree, says Ron. Oh, the king of small talk is back. So Ron, how did it go with the girls? Already arranged a date? Very funny. Just for the record, they found me charming. They found your money charming. They just don't know they don't know anything else about Ron. Not like Sophie and Robin and Alec. Like we know, and all of us, like we know about Ron. They don't yet. They don't know anything about Ron yet. Anyways, apparently they found him charming. We had a profound conversation about music and life. You wouldn't be able to comprehend that. Apart from that, I only have eyes for one particular person at the moment. So maybe Ron is just normal, like a normal conversationalist with just people he doesn't find alluring or attracting or doesn't find as like future ex-wife material. Maybe that's what Ron is. Like Ron's just a normal person except for when it involves Sophie, then it's like creepy Ron comes out. If you weren't such an ass, I would actually think this is really cute. Okay, guys, this is really getting too cheesy for me. Let's drink up and then off to the tents. You want to get drunk and then go to the tents? Like, come on, Jimmy. You gotta drink up, party a little bit, then go to the tents. You don't just drink then go to the tents. Like that's, I don't know. Alex is already in. Alex is like, I don't need to drink. I'm in. And tomorrow we'll take a proper look at the festival site. It's getting really cold now. I'm already looking forward to my warm sleeping bag. Same, but first, I have to inaugurate the porta potty. I'm already in the tent and making myself comfortable in my sleeping bag. Sounds like a good plan. Tomorrow you'll be well rested. Good night. And Robin, take the flashlight with you. Have fun and don't snore too much. Look, it sounds like a good plan. I'm not gonna tell Robin to take a flashlight with her to the porta potty. I'm not sure if that will come off weird or not. Neo says, sorry guys, I really don't feel like sleeping right now. Smoked a little herbal cigar with Merrick. Had a little herbal tea with mom. The guy is not as bad as he looks. I'm so fit I could walk up Mount Everest barefoot. You know what? I'm going to check out the festival grounds. So Neo's is going to be walking around, checking things out. Um, we're about to find out if something weird happens while Niels is gone, because that's kind of what happened at the gas station. Niels was the only one that was kind of by himself. The rest of the group was all around somebody except for Jimmy. Jimmy went to the bathroom, um, and then played a joke on Sophie when Sophie went to the bathroom. But Niels was the only one by himself and could be rearranging mannequins. So if Neil goes off around the campgrounds and all of a sudden we start seeing mannequins pop up, Niels might be the guy. Something like that? Are you sure that's a good idea? Oh my God, just make sure you don't get lost. I can already see the headlines. Festival goer stoned and lost in the woods. We'll go with that one. I like that one. Munaza says Raven from Teen Titans is an emo goth, and I think she liked the dark too. Raven Raven from Teen Titans. I don't know too much about Raven from Teen Titans. But I'll take your word for it. Was Raven from Teen Titans, was she badass too? I mean, if she normal goth, but she liked the night. I can't remember. So I Teen Titans. There was Robin, the robot, shapeshifter, and well, not shapeshifter, animal shifter, and animal changeling. I guess you could say. There was the alien Starfire. I remember Starfire, and then Raven. And Raven was the goth one. I don't know. I don't really know Raven's backstory though. Beast Boy, the changeling, the one that turned into animals. Raven was definitely the most powerful character. The daughter of a demon. Okay. So Raven being the daughter of a demon, is it that her being a daughter of the demon, did she like the night or did she conceal the night to keep the demon away? Like we don't know. Like maybe it's not so much that she liked the night, she just learned how to live in it to control her own powers, maybe? I have no idea. Anyways, what's everyone saying? So Niels, as a horror movie fan, you should know the guy who sets out alone has the maximum probability of dying, and being stoned double the risks because you're likely to start the small talk with the killer. Oh, you are all cowards. Merrick has offered to come along, so don't worry about me. I'll be back in an hour. What if Merrick is the muck ducker? What if Merrick is the one? You're impossible, Niels. Please take care of yourself, okay? Yes, right to us as soon as you're back. Exactly. We don't want to. Well, why would Robin say right to us as soon as you're back? Like Niels and Robin are sharing a tent. No, 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 no. Niels and Sophie are sharing a tent. So I guess that would make sense. My bad. Robin and Alex are sharing a tent. So yes, right back to as soon as you're back. Exactly. We don't want to have to look for you in the morning. Yes, yes, I've got it. Okay, guys, I'm super tired. My sleeping bag is calling. Thank you, Tongue Tied, for being there all day. We really miss you here. Good night and sweet dreams. Nighty night, Tongue Tied. I'll let you know tomorrow when Robin and Alex are fighting over the first coffee. Keep your fingers crossed that we won't freeze to death here in the sticks. Exactly. And think of us while you're lying in your warm, cozy bed. I'll be thinking of Robin and Lena while I'm lying in my warm, cozy bed. Okay, guys, lights out. Then we'll be fit tomorrow and have a whole day before it gets really legendary. Good night. Good night, TT. See you tomorrow. Sleep well, you bores. So Ron's ready to party, it sounds like, but it doesn't really matter. Ron can go hang out with Niels and Merrick if he wants to keep on keeping on. Good night, guys. Looking forward to your updates tomorrow. Sleep well. And Niels, please don't forget where your tent is. Sweet dreams. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Yeah. Good night, guys. And then Alex reaches out to us. And Alex is like laying right next to Robin, reaching out to us like tongue tied. You won't believe it. Take a look at what my father sent me. The hell's why would I want to know? Why would I even want to see it?
Hey, how's it going at the festival? I hope I'm not interrupting your partying or anything. But listen, I just happened to see who's playing at this festival where you are. And you know what? The Woods are performing. The Woods, man. I thought it was just like young up and coming bands like that Sonic whatever you told me about. But the Woods, they're legends. Didn't you say you had an extra ticket? You know what? I've decided to quickly pack the RV and come over. I don't know if I can make it by tomorrow, but I'll try. Maybe I can even get a ticket for your mom. Although, to be honest, the prices, they're asking for more than I paid for my first car back then. That's just crazy. Well, in any case, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're not embarrassed that your old dad suddenly shows up. But your friends know me quite well by now, right? They know that I always bring the fun. All right, I'll let you know again as soon as I know when I'm leaving. Until then, take good care of yourself. And don't worry, I'll bring plenty of supplies. If necessary, we'll have a good meal next time. See you soon.
Dad got a super cheap car. Dad's AI facial expressions were interesting to say the least. But Dad always brings the fun. He said to say hello. I don't really know what to think about my dad. I don't even know. I didn't even know he was into the Woods. I don't even know who the Woods are, to be honest with you. I think it's great. I really like your dad. Hey, still 1000% better than Ron, or 1000 times better than Ron. Surely you've always wanted to dance with your dad in the crowd. Look, I mean, yeah, dad is probably the dad. Well, not probably. Dad is definitely the dad of our current ex-wife. But still 1000 times better than Ron. Okay, maybe you're right, but still, my dad is in the middle of the turmoil. my dad in the middle of the turmoil. Oh, and it gets even better. I just read that they'll be performing right before Mesh. Who the hell is Mesh? You got the Woods? You got Mesh? I barely know Sonic Rebel. That means I'll just stand there embarrassed while my dad lets himself go completely right in front of my absolute favorite band. Perfect. Simply perfect. My absolute favorite band. Don't say anything. I know you don't like them. Do you remember when I dragged you to the concert once? I mean, you were really brave, but you must have looked at your watch 20 times. You looked like you were praying for the next song, or praying that the next song would be the last. Oh, yes, I remember. That was the longest evening of my life. When they played your favorite song, you were almost unstoppable. I thought that was really sweet. At least, uh, at least you don't have to tell him every few minutes. No, it's not over yet. Fair. Yeah, but look, that was the longest evening of my life. Can't believe I had to go to that concert. I don't even. What concert were they talking about? I have no idea. Mesh. I guess Mesh is her favorite band. You're so mean, but I know you only did it for me, and I give you credit for that. Even the evening after the concert was unforgettable. You have to admit that. Well, seeing as how I don't remember what we did the evening of the concert, the evening after the concert, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think this is the right topic right now. Yes, and no matter how things are now, moments like this last forever. That's right, the evening was really something special. That's behind us now. I kind of want to know what we did. I kind of want to know what the evening was because I really have no idea. I'm kind of curious to hear about what we did on the evening, but I have a feeling we're not going to find out, even if we mention it. Says, oh my God, why can't Alex just take no for an answer? Well, because we're such amazing people that Alex is starting to realize that we're actually a valued partner, you know? Alex had it, didn't respect the value that we brought to the relationship, thought that she could do better or thought that she didn't need it anymore. And now that somebody else is like, fuck yeah, I want that value. Now Alex is all butthurt and jealous because now Lena wants some of the value, but Robin wants all the value. And I've got enough value to go around. But you know what? I don't know what to say. Look, I'm just gonna say the evening was special, but you know what? It's behind us now, and there's nothing we can do about that. But you know, it's memories like that that make me think. I just can't understand why we shouldn't give each other a second chance. No, 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 no. See, here's the thing. We wanted to keep it going. Alex said no. And now Alex wants a second chance, but is wording it in the way that we should give each other. Like Alex is giving me a second chance? No, 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 no. That's not what's happening here, Alex. You don't get to give me a second chance. I'm the one with the second chances in my pockets. I have second chances lined up in my pockets. I'm the one that gets to hand out the second chances. Your pockets are empty, Alex. Like you don't have the second chances. I don't want your second chance. My second chances are going to stay in my pocket, and I don't plan on giving them to you. How about that? Ass says she's trying to manipulate you with the past times you shared. Yeah, that's it, and you. I can clearly see. I see right through Alex. I can see right through. Yeah, Alex's ex-girlfriend. Alex's current ex-wife. Alex's current ex-wife. You got your future ex-wives, and then you got your ex-wives, your current ex-wives, and that's where Alex is, and there's no coming back from that. Once you go from future ex-wife to now ex-wife, there's no coming back. You just it just isn't. Bella says TT until you use Alex as a science experiment. For science, let's test this out. And then there's no more Alex. So, anyways, so something about a second chance. We had so many beautiful moments tongue-tied. Why should we just leave it behind? You wanted to leave it behind. Oh, we got an angry face here. I'm kind of curious as to what that response is going to be. Alex, please, let's finally wrap this up and move on. We're just going around in circles, Alex. Just let it go. You don't seriously believe that you can portray yourself as a victim here. Right. Do we point that out? I mean, we can either say, look, we just let it go. I don't want to talk about it, but or like you seriously think that you're the victim here, Alex? Like you're the one that is heartbroken? Like I think not. I'm not a toy that you can do whatever you want with. That's just incredibly disrespectful. You broke up with me. You didn't want me anymore. And now you come crying because you want me back. I like the first and the third option. I like the first and the third comment. Response. Text. But which one do we use? Like, I'm not a toy that you can just do it. No, you know what? We're going with that one. We're just going to be very 100% blatant, straight to the facts. Like, you broke up with me. You didn't want me anymore. And now you come crying back because you want me back. You're absolutely right and have every reason to be angry, but can't you at least try to understand me a little? Nope. I thought I was doing the right thing to spare us the pain. We wouldn't have seen each other for months, and I thought it would tear us both apart, or tear, what? Thought it would tear our hearts apart. But now I realize that I can't bear not having you by my side anymore. Damn, I miss you, TT. Everyone makes mistakes in their life. I messed up. I'm so sorry that I hurt you, but I want to be honest and not pretend that everything is okay. If you can't forgive me, I understand, but Robin's like, for fuck's sake, what is going on between you and Alex right now? Because she is bawling her eyes out. These messages that Alex is sending definitely sounds like she's just like weeping right now into her phone. So Alex says, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I hurt you, but I want to be honest and not pretend that everything is okay. If you can't forgive me, I understand, but I just wanted to tell you how I feel. I have to go now. Robin will be back soon. We'll talk tomorrow, okay? Good night." Like I don't want to talk tomorrow. Anyways, Robin says, "For fuck's sake." Oh, okay, so maybe Robin didn't know what was going on with Alex, but the organizers must have lost their minds. What's going on? Let me guess. The porta potty is disgusting. What's going on? Maybe there isn't one. First they decide that First they decide to have the festival out here, and then they set up the porta potty in the middle of the forest. Took me ages to get here in the dark. Well, okay, maybe I should have told Rob to bring a flashlight. I thought that just sounded weird. Like, hey, you gonna go to the bathroom? Bring a flashlight. Like, I thought that sounded weird. But now I'm starting to think maybe I should have told Robin to bring a flashlight. Janie says, I'm friends with a few of my ex-boyfriends. I've never been like, oh, remember this? I'm like, we're chill. That was then, past tense. This is now. Which is probably how it should be. Like, why dwell on the past? Like, just live for the future, you know? That's what the flashlight function on your cell phone is for. Also true. Better than having the stench right next to your tent. Also true. Why don't you just go behind the nearest tree? I mean, there's not too many festival goers right now, so I guess you could, but then there's Ron out there too. So I don't know if that would be the safest option. And there's could be mannequins behind every tree. Who knows? Niels is probably out there hiding mannequins as we speak. But look, you know what? Honestly, it's better than having the porta potty right next to your tent. Yeah, it's convenient, but it probably wouldn't smell great after a couple hours. But yes, that's right. Still, I can't imagine. I can imagine more pleasant things than crawling through the bushes at night in the fog. When I was just sitting there alone in the cabin, All I could hear was the rustling of leaves outside. That made me think directly of our Friday the 13th marathon with Niels. How the guy sits unsuspectingly on the toilet while Jason sneaks up from outside with the machete. I'm already getting goosebumps again. I don't think you have to worry about, you know, anyone coming up and taking you out with a machete. I don't think you have to worry about Jason coming up and you know, messing up your your porter potty moment there, Robin. But you know, there are a bunch of mannequins out there, possibly. Niels is still out there, probably putting up mannequins. I have no idea. Not sure. Why are you thinking about horror movies right now? If you see a guy with a field hockey mask, run. Nothing will happen to you, I promise. So, Jason, did Jason ever run? I don't feel like I feel like like Jason, Michael Myers, I feel like they just walked. But they also like it feels like they always teleported everywhere. Like you could run a mile, they'd be walking a mile, but all of a sudden they were just in front of you. I don't remember Jason ever running. So if you ever come across the Jason or Michael Myers, probably best to run. Although it seems like they have teleporting abilities, so maybe I don't know. I don't know what the best action is then. Lyco, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Welcome, welcome. I don't know. I guess run. Whatever. Whatever. You see a guy named Hockey Mask, just run. Although it's probably Niels. Very funny. Can we please continue writing until I get back to the campsite? I actually wanted to talk to you about Alex anyways. This is still a rather strange situation with Alex together in a tent. I'm really scared of awkward questions. You know how it is. I just have feelings for you and I don't want to hide them anymore. You don't have to hide them from me. And you don't necessarily have to hide them from Alex. You just don't have to talk about it in front of Alex. I guess there's like a sense of like respect, right? I guess I don't know. Is there obviously I'm not a girl, so I don't have girl code, but like is there a girl code? Like I know there's some ladies in the chat right now. Is there a girl code? Like you have a friend who broke up with their boyfriend, or maybe you broke up with a boyfriend and then your friend starts kind of like having feelings for them and they start talking and stuff. Like is there a girl code? Is there a girl code about that? Like, do you just like it's fine, they can date whoever they want, but like don't talk to me about it type of thing? Princess Fair says, I don't know, I've never did the girl code. Your friend should never date your ex. Eh, I don't know. I guess for me it's more like I don't know, like I think as mentioned it before, like they're an ex for a reason, right? So like for me is like they're an ex for a reason. So what do I care what my ex does with whoever else? Like it doesn't bother me none. And if I don't know, I couldn't. I have no idea. I'll be honest. Like I don't know if I've ever like been in that situation though, where like an ex was dating a friend. I have no idea. Typically, my friends, like my friends, if like we broke up with like an ex, we just stopped talking to her. Like all of us, like collectively. I think. I don't know. Robin, if Alex has a problem with it, that's her business. Fair. Having feelings is nothing to be ashamed of. I'm sure Alex will understand. The first statement is true. The second statement, definitely not true. Like, Alex is definitely not going to understand. There's no way Alex understands that. I understand you, Robin, but maybe you should also think about how Alex feels in this situation. I think that's the best response. Like honestly, Alex, or not Alex, honestly, Robin, like I understand you. You don't have to hide your feelings to me, but maybe you should have a small understanding of how that situation feels towards Alex. And look, you don't have to hide it to me, but like maybe you don't have to flaunt it in front of Alex. I think that's fair, right? Right? Let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's fair. Like you don't have to flaunt it in front of Alex, but you don't have to necessarily hide it in front of me, right? I think that's fair. Is Alex still the stinky bad one? Yeah, Alex is still like you didn't even see it. Well, I don't know when you popped in, Lyco, but I'm guessing you didn't see it. Alex was just like dropping um like emotional bombs, or at least trying to on us, like wanting us to give each other a second chance. Like I have, like she has second chances for me. Like I don't need a second chance. She needs a second chance. I have second chances to hand out. She's not getting one. That type of thing. But look, I think Robin should just like not necessarily flaunt it in front of Alex. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm right. Of course, I'm right. Yeah, Alex definitely wants to come back, but we're just not giving her the time of day. But yes, you're right. Maybe I'm too focused on myself. I really don't want to hurt Alex, but I just don't know how to hide my feelings. It's also complicated. If you were lying next to me in the tent later, everything would be so much more relaxed, close enough to feel you. Shit. How close? Close enough to feel you, but without complicated head chaos. Like, feel me how? Like, oh shit. I think I was walking in the wrong direction. Oh shit. See, this is why you shouldn't be on your phone in the middle of the night, Robin, while you're walking through the forest, because the glare from your phone is going to cause you to be blind beyond the phone. You won't be able to see what's going on beyond the phone. And then your eyes have to readjust to the darkness. So it's going to take a while for it to readjust. You keep looking at your phone, it's going to cause your eyes to go back into this back and forth into being blind and not blind. And then you're just not going to be able to know where you're going. And then you're screwed because then you can't see shit and somebody's going to sneak up by you. Probably some mannequin's going to grab you up and take you to the mannequin hut. I don't know. Neos is probably watching you, Robin. Anyways, Robin went the wrong direction. Better watch out. You might get completely lost. Better watch where you're going. We can also write later. No wonder you're thinking too hard. Winky face. Robin's thinking about me too. Yeah, definitely thinking too hard. Thinking about somebody too hard. Up close, close enough to feel. Is that what she said? Close enough. Yeah, close enough to feel. Thinking really hard. Up close and personal. Close enough to feel. You guys are a bunch of perverts. Let's see what Robin has to say. Said absolutely nothing. Said absolutely nothing. Just spinning around in circles. Hey, if I have the choice between this scary place and a pleasant thoughts, then the choice is clear, isn't it? Yeah, you can think about it. I can't say it. It's I get ready to say it. I'm confident in what I was getting ready to say, and I just, man, it's risky. I don't want to say it. Uh, wait a minute. I think there's something. Did you hear that? I don't know. I didn't hear anything, Robin. I'm just sitting here thinking about saying things that I shouldn't be saying. all because chat's a bunch of pervs. I feed off of chat. Okay, that's what's going on. I'm feeding off the vibe and the energy that chat's giving, and chat's giving off a bunch of perv energy, and that's what I'm feeding on right now, and that's how I'm reacting. So it's not my fault. Not my perv thoughts. Not my problem. Janie says it's not chat. It's all on TT. Manaz is to say it with your chest, TT. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. It was like one of those things, like it popped in my head, it sounded funny, and then I second guessed it and probably told myself I probably shouldn't say it, and then now I don't remember what it was. I don't know. What was Robin's response? Hey, if I have the choice between a scary place and a pleasant thoughts, and then the choice is clear, isn't it? And I don't know. Something about the pleasant thoughts are I don't remember what I was gonna say. So now it's gone. Now it's gone forever, Muza. I apologize. It's gone forever, Munaza. I don't know what else to tell you. Princess Fairy says, I hope she just doesn't get kidnapped. Yeah, if Robin gets kidnapped, then I guess all we have to work with is Lena, which, you know what? I'm sure we could figure out some things with Lena. Lena wants it all night long too, though. You know? Lena already said it. Lena that was Lena's words, not mine. Did you hear that? So in the video that Robin sent, it was like, I don't know, creek cracking branches or something. Maybe Jason Voorhees after all. I don't like it at all, Robin. There are completely natural forest noises. No need to worry. I mean, yeah, that's probably also true. I mean, things break and snap all the time. There might be like a little squirrel jumping around in leaves. You never know. Probably not at night. I don't think too many squirrels are running around at nighttime, but I mean, I don't know. Could be a deer walking around, snap and stepping on leaves, stepping on sticks. I don't know. Could be Jason Voorhees. Probably is. Probably Jason Voorhees. Probably Niels. It's probably Niels and Merrick. What was I thinking? Going off on my own. I don't know, Robin. You should have brought your best friend Alex with you. Tongue tied. I'm really scared right now. It's Niels and Merrick. It has to be. Oh fuck. Yeah. What the hell happened? It's Niels and Merrick. 100%. Hello? If you don't get in touch, I'll have to inform the others. If you don't tell me, I'm gonna have to tell Alex. Say something. There is a fucking, I don't know, it's fucking something. Fucking mannequin. Fucking man, Niels. I'm telling you. Niels is out there wandering around with Merrick, supposedly. Now all of a sudden, Niels goes off on his own, and now all of a sudden, a bunch of mannequins popping up. Mannequins popping up saying spring break out this way, like, and that scream, like, his doll, that's impossible. That can no longer be a coincidence. Niels is out there. What if something happens? So what if Niels was the one that put up the mannequin? Has to be, right? Niels is the only one that's like running around right now, supposedly. Why would a mannequin be part of the concert theme? I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine it would be. This doll, that's impossible. This can no longer be a coincidence. Niels is out there. I mean, like, I can't imagine the mannequins are part of the theme. Unless the person who is running The person who's running the event is also fear. It could be one and the same person, aka Niels. It's probably not Niels. I don't know. I have no idea. Why don't you know? I need to know detail. We're not far enough into the story to know everything yet. A creeper party for sure. Yeah. I think the next party I have is just gonna have to have a bunch of mannequins. All completely naked, by the way. Gonna just be a bunch of mannequin sleuts. And that's the party. It's gonna be me and a bunch of mannequin sleuts. That's it. I'm the only real boy around. And then just a bunch of headless. I don't even want heads on the mannequins. Just naked mannequins, headless, armless. You know what? I'll keep the legs though. I don't need the arms or the head. Just that's it. Keep the legs because I'm sure the legs are attached to the booties and we have to have that. And then the torso. I don't need the head or the arms. Everything else is fine. That's weird. It's a pervy sus party. I think it would be a fun party. I'm just saying. Munaza says I'm declining any invitation. You weren't invited, Munaza. It's just I'm the only one invited. It's me and the mannequins. It's not nobody else is invited. It's just me and the mannequins. No arms and no heads. Everything else is fine. And they no clothes. All of them are naked. Naked mannequin sleuts. All around. It's easy preparing for a male party. Welcome to the stream, Seren. I apologize if you were popped in earlier and I missed you. Oh, you did. You did pop in a little bit earlier. Said hi. So welcome to the stream, Seren. Welcome. Great to have you here. Yes, we are preparing for the Mayo party. And step one for the Mayo party is a bunch of armless, headless, naked mannequin sleuts. That's step one. Look, can it be? It can't be a coincidence. There's no way it's a coincidence. I don't know what that means. Leica, what is this? What does this say? It's supposed to be in English, but obviously it's not. I don't know what it says. Type it in chat, Leica. Right, I understand one thing. It says puppin, so I'm guessing that means doll or mannequin. Videos, fear, and Robin. That's the only ones I know. That's the only words I know. Lego says that this says, you look like the dolls out of the video. Oh, it looks like the dolls out of the video from Fear. Robin has to go as soon as possible. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Lyco. We're just gonna say you have to get out of there. But where? Like Robin's lost. She doesn't know where to go. Ass says, I don't remember it being in German. Apparently it is. I must have gotten a new update. But Robin says, all right, I'm hurrying. But where? Where are you hurrying to? Because you don't know where the campsite is. Please be careful. Watch where you're going. Stay online. Yeah, please be careful. You're lucky I'm here, even if my autocorrect made doll into you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else would have been able to answer that question for me. Like, I would have had to make it up myself, and we know that would have been wrong. We know it would have had to do something with kebabs, mayo, and mannequins and mannequin salutes. We just know that. So it's good that Leica was here to tell us what the German word said. Who just messaged it? I wasn't even looking. Not paying attention. Wolf. Got it. That makes sense, because Wolf, we were just talking to Wolf. I really don't want to overreact now, but I have a damn bad feeling. I feel like I would say I have a bad damn feeling. No, I have a damn bad feeling. I guess it's fine. It's just weird. Like I don't think I've ever said I have a damn bad feeling. Anyways, the whole scenario out there, the doll, the scream in the middle of the forest. This looks like Fear's signature. You mean the mad? I don't remember hearing a scream, but I guess there was. You mean the madman is out there? Yes, that can no longer be a coincidence. I think it's about time to let the others in on it. Do we let the others in on it? Look, it can't be a coincidence. Munaza says, TT, are you hungry? I'm very hungry, actually. I actually did not eat dinner today. I had a late lunch. I had chicken tenders and jalapeno poppers around 3 p.m. my time. Um, and so it's been a few hours. So I'm pretty hungry. It's been like 8 hours since I've last eaten. Pretty hungry. Not gonna lie. There was definitely a far off scream at the end of the video. Yeah, I maybe I heard it. I just didn't pick it out. Maybe I was too busy talking about the mannequins. Says TT, you need to eat. Yeah, but yeah. Wait a minute. I have a gas station attendant on the other line. What? Now you're talking to the gas station attendant? Why are we talking to the gas station attendant again? The gas station attendant. Why is that? What do you hope to gain from it? Do you think he's behind it after all? Yeah, why the gas station attendant? One second, I'll explain that in a minute. Robin, did you make it back? There's a light up ahead. Yeah, but is that the right light? Oh, jeez. What? That's the light? I feel like you're a mile away from that light. That is the tiniest little light through the trees I've ever seen. I feel like you're super far away from that light. I don't know if that's the... You had to go a long ways out there for that porta potty. What the hell? At last, this can only be the campsite. Or Fear's campsite. Thank God, hurry up. Get in touch as soon as you're in your tent. Robin, wait a minute. Are you really sure? Yeah, are you really sure? Like, that's a really long ways away, it looks like. Pretty sure. All right. Good luck. Also, if you get kidnapped, then that's kind of put a nail in the coffin for our relationship, just saying. Until we rescue you, hopefully, maybe. But pretty sure. And a light is better than wandering around in the dark, right? I'm exhausted, soaked with sweat and freezing. Now I have to change my clothes and then I'll tell the others about my horror trip. But hey, if you like, you can help me warm up again. Winky face, talk soon. Sorry, Robin. If I help you get warmed up, you're gonna get soaked again. Bunch of pervs in chat. I can't believe you put out that energy and made me say that. Sren says, nice knowing you, Robin. Yep. Nice knowing you, Robin. Has responded to Munaza says you probably like it. What would I like, Munaza? What would I like? Order kebab, we'll wait. I I do like kebabs. Get out the mom voice for what? What do I do for the mom voice? I didn't do anything for the mom voice. You know what happens when you break out the mom voice anyways. There's unexpected repercussions to the mom voice, and you know that. You know that. Oh, the not eating thing. Hmm, got it. I would go for a kebab. Now, there's a couple different kebabs out there, and to be honest, I'd go for either one of them. Princess Fairy says Robin's gonna be lost for a while. Yeah, if Robin's going towards a light that was like a mile away, Robin's gonna be lost for a long time. Anyways, Wolf says, I've just finished the phone call. I know maybe it was a bit too obvious, but it was the only chance to find out more about these creepy dolls. Guess what the guy said? I don't know, Wolf. How about you just tell me? Just tell me already. No idea. Maybe a loyalty program, fill up and get a free doll. Fill the car, get a free mannequin. Now I know how to staff up my mannequin party. We just fill up every day at the gas station. I'll get a free mannequin, and I'll have enough for a mannequin party, a mannequin sloop party in no time. He probably said he knew nothing about it. He probably said he knew nothing about it. I don't know, but damn, tell me, Wolf. What the hell did he say? He thinks the puppets belong to the festival goer, or not goer. How the fuck did I see goer when it said organizer? So he thinks the puppets belong to the festival organizer. He only stored them for a short time before they were set up on the grounds, some kind of wacky decoration for the festival. So the festival organizer is Fear, right? It's got to be. Fear's using mannequins. The festival organizer is using mannequins. So, like, how is this not connected in some way, shape, or form? It's got to be, right? This has got to head out for a job. Thank you. This was fun. Bye. Have a great job. Have a great work. Whatever it is that you do for work, be safe and try to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. Because if you're not doing something that you enjoy, then it's not worth doing at all, even if it's a career. So either way, try to have a lot of fun. So thanks for hanging out with us and stream during this live stream of the stage No Way Out. Appreciate it you being here. So have a great rest of your day. Miss Azrael says, I'm telling you, it's JK Knight. the the festival organizer is just JK Knight. It would make sense if they were a bunch of Charlie dolls, but it's not. So I can't imagine it being JK Knight. But that would be awesome. I would actually love that if it was JK Knight. Um that JK Knight didn't die. JK Knight was out there. JK Knight lost Charlie because Charlie turned into a real boy and now is wandering the world and screwing with Hans. But then J.K. Knight had to find more dolls and now is using mannequins. That would actually be a pretty cool twist and turn of events. He upgraded the mannequins instead of the Charlie dolls. So yeah, he thinks that the premium chat option. So he thinks that the puppets they belong to the festival organizer. I think that's 100% true, and I think that festival organizer is Fear. So I would love to listen to your conversation. Yeah, let's hear it. Then I have just the thing for you. I recorded the phone call, 21 seconds long.
I received a significant amount of funds from the operator. I still had an empty storage room, and I thought maybe I could earn a few euros if I allowed the operator to store some of his puppets for the festival with me.
All right, that's pretty clear and evident. Do you believe him? The organizer The organizers have a bizarre concept this year. Sounds plausible to me. If you think of it, the organizer did change it to a creepy forest. Yeah, very true. Wolf says, I agree. Seems like the organizers wanted to create a scary atmosphere. In other words, no mysterious activities, no psychopaths, just a scary eye catcher for the festival. It's got to be connected, right? It's got to be. So all the panic was for nothing. The dolls are just harmless festival decorations. Okay, sounds reassuring, but it's still strange. Could you try to find out a bit more about the? Yeah, let's find out a bit more about the organizers. It still sounds really strange to me. It still sounds like it's got to be connected in some way. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. But I think they just wanted to do something bizarre to make the festival special. And what is more memorable than creepy dolls that appear in your nightmares? I think we can relax a little now, at least as far as the dolls are concerned. And the scream must have come from a drunken idiot who hit his fingers while setting up the tent. Yeah, but there's not very many people out there setting up tents right now. Just the two groups from as far as we know. Looks like we got a little too carried away. What about fear? I don't know. These are pretty strange. It's pretty strange coincidences. I think it's pretty strange. A puppet force could also be a geocaching thing. Maybe. That'd be an interesting geocache. I've never actually done geocaching. I've heard of it. I've seen like videos of it, but I've never actually done it myself. Soren says Wolf is losing his edge with all those strange things that he's gotten involved in. This seems like it's normal to him. Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just a strange, like, it's just some weirdo trying to create a special moment. Like, okay, Wolf, this is weird. Wolf says, I know what you mean, TT, but sometimes things are just that strange coincidences. The gas station attendant had no reason to lie, and the scream, that just goes with the usual festival chavs? Shavs? I don't know. I think Fear somehow got wind of the doll story and used the whole thing for his psycho trip. I suggest we'll leave it for today. My brain is already completely fried anyway. At least now I can sleep with a clear conscience. Better tell Robin briefly what's going on so she doesn't panic unnecessarily. All right, let's tell Robin. Hey, I'm finally back at the. Okay, so maybe that was the light to the tent. I guess. All right, fair enough. That was the light to the tent. That looked like it was really long ways away. That didn't look like it was that close at all. But glad that you're back. Did you notice anything else strange? That wasn't a toilet visit. That was a test of courage. Yeah. Did you notice anything else strange? Anything else weird that went on? No, just running. You can't imagine how happy I am to be back at the tent. But what's the deal with this freaking doll? Apparently nothing. That has now been clarified thanks to Wolf. As far as this is concerned, I can reassure you it's nothing. You won't believe it, but apparently all the excitement was for nothing. I mean, I guess. Az has got a weird conspiracy theory going on, which I don't think sounds very plausible at all. But says, wait a minute, TT wants mannequins. There are a crap ton of them around. TT is the organizer, aka Fear, aka JK Knight. That's a wild conspiracy theory. Wild. There's absolutely There's no way that makes any sense at all. I don't even know how you can even correlate any of that together. Just because I won a mannequin salute party, and just because I was JK Knight, and just because there's a bunch of dolls all around here does not make me fear, does not make me the organizer, but I was JK Knight. That's 100% sure. That's 100% true. Look at that. Robin made it back. Yeah, Soren. Yep, Robin made it back. 100% true. It's a wild conspiracy theory. The organizer has apparently set up mannequins on the festival grounds as decoration. Has to see it all fits. No, it doesn't. There's huge plot holes in your theory. Huge plot holes in your conspiracy. Mannequins as decoration? Are they kidding? Apparently not. They're probably trying to create a creepy atmosphere, so no need to worry. Creepy atmosphere, my ass. I almost had a heart attack. I also think it would be a weird idea. They could at least have pointed it out. At least it's something new. Look, I think it's a weird idea too. Although I still want to have a mannequin party. I think that would be fun. By the way, just got off the phone with Niels. Kind of had a funny feeling after what happened, but everything is okay with him so far. He didn't even hear the scream because he had headphones on. I thought it must have been some foxes. Okay, I mean the foxes do make weird noises. I mean what does the fox say? A whole bunch of different things, honestly. Um But to be honest, he's pretty stoned. I don't know if he can think straight at all. Hopefully, he's not wandering around. You've seen how quickly that can go wrong. So, hear me out. This whole Niels thing. Niels is now claiming to not have heard the scream because Niels has headphones in. Right? Right. We just covered that. Before, Niels mentioned that he was going to be walking around with Merrick. Right? Right. But now, I mean, who walks around with somebody in a forest at night and puts headphones in with somebody like you're walking around with somebody else and you're just like ha, headphones. Like you're not gonna talk to the other person. You're not gonna conversate with them. What if they say something? But yeah, I got headphones on. I can't hear what you're saying. So that to me sounds like Niels may not have been with Merrick, is lying about putting his headphones in. And that's the other thing. You're gonna walk around in the middle of the night and put headphones on. Like you need to be able to hear what's going on around you. I just in the dark forest. Like let's be real. Like you're not gonna just throw your headphones on in the middle of the dark forest, walking around stoned out of your mind. Well, maybe you will. I don't know. But he's walking with somebody else. Supposedly he's walking with Merrick. But he's got his headphones in. That just seems weird. It seems kind of rude. I'm gonna walk around with somebody, but then put my headphones in. Seems really rude. But that goes to tell me that like Niels could be by himself putting mannequins up. Niels could be the organizer. Niels could be fear. I don't know. Maybe not. So hopefully he's not wandering around. You've seen how quickly that can go wrong. I thought this Merrick also wanted to join. Yeah, right. I thought Niels was walking with Merrick. Typical Niels, horror junkie through and through. He's not afraid of anything. I'll check again later to see if yeah, I thought he was walking with Merrick. Apparently, he changed his mind after all, and to be honest, I can't blame him. I swear I won't set another foot outside tonight, not even when the tent is on fire. So who changed their mind? Merrick changed their mind? So again, so okay. Merrick decided not to go walk around with Niels. Got it. Makes sense. But now Niels again is by himself, and then all of a sudden mannequins pop up while Niels is by himself. Robin was also by herself both times. Or was it Sophie? I think it was Sophie the first time. And now it's Robin the second time. Okay, so it's not Robin. I can't imagine it being Robin. And Jimmy's not wandering around. It's just Niels. Niels is by himself, and all of a sudden a mannequin pops up. That's got to have some kind of correlation, right? I totally understand. Enough creepy factor for today. That sounds reasonable. Did Alex hear the scream at all? Don't worry, Robin. Tomorrow morning, the doll will look like a flea market decoration. Did Alex hear this? Did anyone else hear the scream? Alex didn't hear the scream because she was sleeping. Don't think so. She's sleeping like a rock. I nudged her briefly, but there was no response. Looks like I won't be able to tell the others about the dolls until tomorrow morning. It's already dark in Sophie's tent, too. Only Jimmy and Ron still have a light on. And Neil's walking around setting up mannequins. Typical Ron, he always seems to need an audience, even in the middle of the night. Alex is incredible. I bet she wouldn't wake up even if she was hit by a meteorite. Well, I don't think anybody's waking up after they get hit by a meteorite. I'll just say that. And what about the new ones? Yeah, what about the other ones? They're the names. Honestly, no idea. There's still a light on one of the tents. I think it belongs to Merrick. I'm not in the mood to chat with him or Ron right now. I'm just too tired of that. Jimmy really hit the jackpot today. I can hear Ron's chatter about Sophie from here. Ron's still chatting up about Sophie. I already feel sorry for Jimmy. As annoying as Ron is, he seems to be really serious about Sophie. Just imagine if Sophie had chosen Ron as her tent partner. Oh, that'd be really bad. But like, I feel bad for Jimmy. He has to be stuck with Ron. I don't think even earplugs helped with Ron. I hope Jimmy survives the night without psychological damage. I'll try to get some sleep now. I hope there won't be any more screams. Unless you have a little more time for me. I mean, we've never really had a situation like this before. The right words under the premium can ignite the spark between you. So are they going to give me the premium chat options to use to spark to ignite the spark between me and Robin? So I mean, we never really had a situation like this before, just you and me all alone while Alex sleeps right next to that sounds suspicious, Robin. Robin is a freak. Like she wants to do it. She wants the kebab with extra mayo right next to Robin while she sleeps. That's not my words. That's Robin's words. And Robin said it right then and there. And that winky face says it all. Robin wants it all while Alex sleeps right next to her. Extra spicy mayo chat coming in hot. Playing with fire, but I bet you're enjoying it right now, aren't you? A little side eye with a flame emoji. Premium chat options. So yes, we are going to be choosing the premium chat options every single time. Boom. Whether it's the best response or not, we're still going to be choosing the premium chat option. So enjoying is an understatement. It's that tingling, you know? I know I shouldn't, and yet I can't stop. I'm gonna have to end the live stream right now, and I'm gonna have to take this conversation off a live stream and just this is a conversation that me and Robin have to have separately from anyone else in live. So it obviously, if I have this conversation with Robin while live, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm gonna get I'm probably gonna get reported. Like it's YouTube is gonna hate it. Like it's gonna arise and make all these different bad things happen to my channel. So I know you guys want. I know you want to see me have this conversation because you're a bunch of pervs. I know you want to see this conversation with Robin. I get it. I know you do. You want to see how I respond. You want to see how Robin. You want to see me and Robin get our rocks off. I get it. I get it. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do this privately. And I don't think this is the right time to have this conversation with Robin while all these eyes and ears are watching and listening to us. So I think we have to end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream and then grab the grab the supplies and then have a nice conversation with Robin. And you guys aren't invited. How about that? I'm just kidding. We're gonna have this pervy conversation on live. Hell yeah, I can't wait. The tingling. I know I shouldn't, and yet I just can't stop. Yes, I got to get the supplies ready. Got to get the happy tissues ready. Got to get the moisturizing. I got to get the moisturizer ready and the happy tissues ready. So stand by. Just give me 30 seconds. It won't take very long. I promise you. We'll get back to the story. Just can't stop or don't want to stop. Be honest, Robin. Why don't you tell me what exactly you can't stop? Whoo! I tell you what. If this chat gets any spicier, if I ask Robin what about telling me what she can't stop doing right now, like if she's like, I don't know, out here scratching records or something like, I might actually have to. It's gonna get too spicy for your earballs. All right, too spicy for your earballs. Maybe Robin will send us a video. I mean, definitely can't show that. I wouldn't show it, but but some rules are made to be broken. Look, I need to ask Robin what she can't stop doing. I think that's a good good question to ask. I think it's gonna get real spicy. We're about to find out. Quite simply, the thought of what would happen if there were no cell phone displays between us and no miles that separated us. If you were lying right next to me, I could tell you exactly what I would do to you then, if you want to hear it. Look, I'm gonna need you to just show me, Robin. I'm gonna need you to just show me what you're gonna do. You can tell me all you want, but I'm gonna need you to show me. I want to hear every detail. So tell me, with the big old lip smacking kissy face. Soren says, she's being spicy with TT while Alex is sleeping just next to Robin. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Soren says, holy moly, this is new. It's exactly what's going on. Robin is getting her rocks off, and a lot of that is due to the fact that Alex is sleeping right next to her. Don't know if I should really listen to this, but I can't deny that I'm curious. Sorry, Robin. I think we should stop for now. You know what? I think we should just stop. I think we should just stop for now. I think it's getting too spicy for YouTube. I think it's getting too spicy for earballs in chat. Just kidding. I want to hear every detail. Imagine you were right next to me, so close I could feel your breath on my skin. And my fingers would slowly stroke your leg. Which leg? The third leg? I dig it. Careful at first, just checking whether you really want this. I can promise you, Robin, I really want this. Would you still be so careful if I whispered in your ear that I want you? And what if I wait and see if you really take the next step? I don't know. Or maybe I do know. In any case, I'm tingling all over. All of these responses are pretty great. Soren says TT is being a major tease with chat. But let me ask you this, Soren. Do you like it when I'm being a tease with chat? I apologize. I didn't mean that. That made me cringe just saying it. Sure. You know what? I'll take it, Soren. Oh shit, I didn't mean that. I was trying to scroll up, but you know what? Honestly, that's the one I wanted to pick anyway. So would you still be so careful if I whispered in your ear that I want you? Believe me, then I would be anything but careful. Your breath on my skin, your words directly in my ear, that would only drive me more and more crazy. I would press my body even closer to you so quietly that Alex wouldn't even have a clue that was happening right next to her. My grip would become tighter, more demanding. And at some point, there would be no turning back. Sheesh, mama. I gotta take a break. 2 seconds. I gotta take a break from chat. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is getting hot and bothered, but shoot, dang. As says, makes me love TT's voice even more. Should I be doing some more sexy games if I just sound like that? You need ice. I need an ice bath right now. You're right. You're right, Soren. I need an absolute ice bath. Falcon, welcome to the stream. You're popping in at the perfect moment. We're getting spicy in chat. Well, actually, not just in chat, but in the game. It's getting hot and wild in the game. I don't know if you can. Well, I know you can see it, but you can read what we've already kind of covered, Falcon. But it's getting wild. It's it's getting wild. Imagine playing Honey Pop. I've seen it. I've never actually played it though. I've seen like advertisements or like I've seen it like on like Steam and stuff like that, but I've never actually played it myself. I think I've seen bits and pieces on YouTube of others playing it, but I don't know. I've never played it myself. Need ice like a ton of it as soon as possible. Honey Pop is banned on Twitch. Is it that? I've actually like the bits and pieces I've seen of Honey Pop were not like that like crazy out there. Like I don't remember seeing the bits and pieces of it being very risky. But I guess it must have been if it's banned on Twitch. I feel like Twitch is more lenient than YouTube is. Falcon says, "Oh, I know this chat from my playthrough, so you know how spicy it gets." Then we're taking a quick break because things are getting hot and heavy. We just gotta get our cool back. Gotta get chilled back down before we continue on. All right, so as Robin's grip becomes tighter and more demanding, and at some point there would be no turning back. I wonder what point that is. Maybe when the point reaches the entrance? Robin, I want it just as much. So tell me what happens next. It's funny to know that Alex is right next to you, but somehow that's what makes it exciting, right? Imagine if he suddenly turned around, if she, I'm guessing this is supposed to be if she suddenly turned around. Obviously, depending on which role you play in the game, will depend on the he and she aspect of who they are referring to. So imagine if she turned around. Would you just carry on and risk getting caught? Um, all great responses, but I think I have to go with Robin just telling me what happens next because I'm enjoying reading what Robin is saying is going to happen. That much is very true. My heart is beating so loud. I swear Alex could hear it if she wasn't sleeping so soundly. But that just makes it even more exciting. That we are so close to the edge and still can't stop. Tongue-tied. You have no idea how long I have wished for this. But you were with Alex, and I've wondered so many times what it would be like if you looked at me the way you looked at her. If your hands touched me, your smile was just for me, and now I can hardly believe it. Tell me I'm not just imagining it, that you want me, that I wasn't the only one waiting all these years. I have a feeling the response we say next is gonna be what makes Robin explode, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I agree. Let's not bring up Alex into this. Like, it's fun if we're talking about how this is happening next to Alex, but like, let's not bring Alex and our relationship into it. Anyways, so you're not the only one who has imagined this. I just never allowed myself to feel it, but now I can't ignore it anymore. Do you really want to know, Robin? Then come here and find out. Ooh, that's not that's interesting. So the first and third ones kind of nice. Kind of nice. I mean, the first ones is blatant to the point, like no, you're not the only one that has imagined this. But the third one is going back into that flirty, playful, back into the sexting style of it, like back into the mood, without bringing up Alex again. Like fuck, like why are we bringing up Alex? Like you're ruining it, Robin. You're ruining the mood right now. So I gotta reel it back in. I've got to reel it back in. I've got to be like, look, Robin, you want to know? You need to come here and find out. Like I gotta reel it back in. I gotta get it back into the mood. And we're back. Tongue tied. You have no idea how much I want to know. I would let my hand wander slowly up your thigh. I want to see you tremble. Want to know how much you want it. Robin, you're driving me crazy. You're playing with me, but I can play just as well. What if I just grabbed you and show you how much I wanted it? I can almost feel your hand, but only almost. So, Robin, how much longer are you going to keep me waiting? I think we need to keep the mood. I think we got to keep the mood in there. So, you're playing with me, Robin, but I can play back. I can play just as well. So, what if I just grabbed you and show you how much I want it? Oh, fuck. I could have sworn I was in control, but you're driving me crazy right now. Imagine me biting my lip, fighting with myself, knowing that if I give in, I'll lose myself. And then I would grab your hand, pull you to me. Whoa, it's messing my reading up. So close that there is no more space between us. My breath would brush hot against your skin, my lips very close to your neck, so close you could almost feel them, but only almost. I'll make you wait until you can't take it anymore. Draw out the moment until you go mad with lust. Oh no, please not now. Alex, oh, fucking Alex ruined it again. Alex is awake. She's just crawling out of the tent to get a drink. She wants to talk to me for a moment. When it's at its best, you should stop. I can't stand it. Damn, it's really hard for me to stop right now. Let's definitely continue the conversation soon. Fucking Alex ruins everything again. What the hell? Fucking blue ball Alex. That damn blue ball Alex. At it again. Fucking cock blocking Alex. I'm so angry right now. It's so spicy. TT can't read it. No, the chat was jumping up and down because it was registering as if Robin was texting, but then it would go away, so it was causing the chat to go up and down. I couldn't keep my eye. I kept losing my space while I was trying to read. It wasn't my fault. Fuck, I'd say nothing. Say nothing is the premium chat option. You guys know I don't like to just say nothing. I always have to say something. Oh, we will. And then I want you to pick up exactly where you left off soon. I hope you won't keep me waiting too long. Okay, Robin, put on your poker face. We both know it's not over. The premium chat option is say nothing. Ass says you have to pick it. It's the worst option. It's literally the worst. I didn't actually think it was ever going to be the worst actual response. I said that because I always thought the premium chat responses were going to be the best ones. It's literally how often in these games where it gives me an option to say nothing or to say something, I'm like, no, I don't like to say nothing. Like, I like to keep saying something. It has a star, TT, you gotta. But I want to tell Robin I want to do this more. It's the rules. Premium is fixed. It's the rules. You got to do it. That's Falcon says, to be honest, I picked nothing quite a few times. I hardly ever pick nothing because I feel like there's always a response to my response, or there's always something that has to do or has to change with the response, which I guess saying nothing could effectively change the outcome as well. But man, say nothing is the premium chat option. I feel like that's I think. Look, hear me out. Soren says it's a star option. Hear me out. I feel like the star option is actually a mistake. I feel like it's a mistake with the devs. They actually meant to put it on a different response. I feel like that's what it actually is. So, Ass says, no, hear me out. No, hear me out. Hear me out. No, hear me out. Hear me out. No, hear me out. I feel like it's a mistake. The star option actually is supposed to be on the very next one up. It's supposed to be like, okay, Robin, but put your poker face on because you know this isn't over with. Like, I feel like that's where the star option is supposed to be. I feel like that's where it is. I feel like this is a mistake. I feel like we have to, for the first time ever, have to choose a different option other than say nothing. I feel like that it has to be. Sometimes silence says the most. You can complain about it more to the authors. It could be an author's chat, and I can just complain about it to the authors. Lyco says, "No, TT, you cheater." I haven't cheated yet, Lyco. You can't call me a cheater yet because I haven't cheated yet. Only when I hit the "Okay, Robin" response, then you can call me a cheater. Come on, TT, you know you want to do it, man. This is difficult for me to do. Soon to be cheater. All right. Premium chat option. And as I've always said, no matter what, we will always choose the premium chat options, even if the other three options are clearly better options to choose. But we will choose the premium chat option no matter what. So, you happy, chat? Viewers, are you happy? We're the premium chat option. We're just not going to say a damn thing. Tim. Even tongue-tied is speechless. I'm not speechless, Tim. I'm very upset right now. You know what? I don't even know if the author's chat is worth it at this point. I feel like I just want to end the live stream right now. You guys have angered the TT. Not actually. So we'll get back into the author's chat. It did open up another author's chat. So Tim, does Tim have other pictures? Oh, it's just the one. Okay. Must have been raining. I thought maybe the authors had more pictures, but anyway, so Tim says even tongue-tied is speechless. Guys, let's be honest. Who wrote this chat with Robin? Daniel says it wasn't me. But if you had to guess, or if I had to guess, or if you had to guess, who would be the main suspect? Let me put it this way. Someone who clearly has too much imagination and too little self-control. I found it really entertaining, would have liked to continue writing. I'd like to have a creative streak like that too. Carson, why so quiet? It's a bit too intense, wasn't it? No, no. You know what? I much enjoyed it. I have a feeling a lot of you enjoyed it because you guys are a bunch of damn pervs in chat. So I'm sure a ton of you enjoyed it. Carson says, thank you, TT. I was just fulfilling the wishes of our testers and made the chat a little more spicy. A little spicier, so that's what they call it these days. Carson, we are developing a horror game here, not an interactive romance. Oh, come on, Tim. If you're honest, you like the scene too. Carson, our flirting expert in action again. I have to agree with Tongue-Tied. I also thought it was great. See, Tim? One of us has to make sure that our players also have something for the heart. They should get goosebumps because they are creeped out, not because they're getting caught up in a virtual love story. They should be getting goosebumps because they're in a horror story, not because they're getting their rocks off. Not because they have happy tissues out. Not because they have the moisturizer and the happy tissues sitting right next to them. They should be getting goosebumps because it's scary. I don't mean to interrupt, but you guys almost done. I'd like to continue playing. Let me get out the popcorn. I love the author's chat. Look, I do enjoy the author's chat. Good idea. Oh, no, wait. I haven't got any popcorn. But hey, chips will do. Tim, admit it. You read the scene 3 times. At least. Yes, to assess the damage. You call that damage? I call it literary masterpiece. I simply conveyed emotions, depth, passion. You pulverize a line between horror and soft. you you pulverize the line between horror and software. I mean, hear me out, all right? And you're not allowed to no hear me out on this one. Hear me out. How many horror movies have some form of like soft porn in the movie, right? Someone's getting topless, somebody's banging in the room, somebody's in the tent, somebody's in the guest room, somebody's, jumping, going skinny dipping. Somebody's always doing something. So in reality, this is still very much a horror, in the lines of horrorness, not horrorness. No, that's not what I said. I didn't say horrorness. It's still in the lines of horrorness, not horrorness. But it still follows the same road as a lot of horror movies, because yeah, there's always somebody topless in a horror movie. There's always somebody skinny dipping. There's always like a couple somewhere banging. Like it just happens. There's always like the boyfriend girlfriend in the horror movies, you know? It always happens. So to be honest, like it still follows the same horror genre, right? You hear me out's over. uh Epic 94, the game name. No, nobody's died yet, but the game name is called The Stage, No Way Out. It's a mobile game. It's a mobile horror detective style, chat, text messaging based type of game. Similar to that of Duskwood, Moonveil, The Healing, The Sign, Orphans, Argus, Seven Endgames, Seven Deadly Revelations, all of those. Falcon says that's a fair point. It is a fair point. Someone died. Let's find love. No, the love normally happens before someone died in the horror movies. Or someone dies but they don't know it yet. Like the love could happen before they find out that someone died. Normally if someone dies then the love is gone. But normally the love, if that's what we're going to call it, the love, we'll call it love bumping, all right? Normally the love bumping happens prior to the death or prior to the knowledge of the death. That's normally when the love bumping starts. I'm talking more about RG stories. Oh, fair. That's fair. Yeah, you're essentially finding love throughout the entire game for sure. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like sometimes the love bumping is happening and then the killer shows up. Right. But again, this is happening prior to the killings and also maybe sometimes at the same time. Love radar call. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, yeah, I mean, most of the games were, you're even in the sign, we had a girlfriend, but then we also had like the exchange student, right? Like the exchange student wasn't in the sign. I feel like it was in the sign, but like throughout the whole game, it seems like you are like having like a romance type thing throughout the entire game. I agree. Soren says this is what I'm hoping for with the orphan with Mika's sibling. Yeah, if you don't do what I did and actually get Mika's sibling killed, I mean, my bad. I made a wrong decision and that one turned out bad. Yeah, the almost X and super sus exchange student. That was in the sign. I remember that one. But to be honest, like the X was like definitely future ex-wife material, and then the future exchange or the exchange student definitely was future ex-wife material. So like it was still nice. It was still good. Anyway, so we pulverized the line between horror and soft porn. Honestly, Tim, a little spice doesn't hurt. A little spice and everything nice. Carson has simply invented a new genre, horror with spicy extras. But see, that's the thing. It's already been done multiple times. It's actually part of, I feel like it is part of like the horror genre. Like no matter what, like you go to start up a horror movie and I'd say more I'd say it's more common that you're going to have some type of spicy moment in that horror movie. for sure. Unfortunately, I have to agree with Tim. That was really too much. It wasn't. I didn't think it was too much. I think it could have went further. I do. I do. I think it could have went further. But a little spice doesn't hurt. Carson has simply invented a new genre, horror with spicy extras, like spicy extra mayo. Um, I don't know. Either the first or the second is fine. I mean, I'm gonna just be like, look, a little spice doesn't hurt. A little spice makes everything nice. Do you see? The community loves it. I'm just providing entertainment here. Yes, Tim. Why are you such a prude? Yeah, Tim, why are you a prude? Why don't you let people join in the excitement? Okay, suggestion. We bring out a Karsten edition with an extra amount of excitement. Let's see how long it takes until the age rating is upgraded to 18 plus. I don't see the problem. Neither do I. I don't see the problem. I'm 18 plus, so I'm still gonna play it. Me neither. Where can I pre-order the Carson edition? Soon there will be the stage OnlyFans edition. If there was ever the stage OnlyFans edition, we'll have to do Tongue-Tied Games OnlyFans edition. Um, Tim, you know that if you officially announce the Carson edition now, we'll all want it. What do we do here? Pre-order the Carson edition. Look, if there's a stage OnlyFans edition, then there'll be a tongue-tied OnlyFans edition. I'm getting rid. I doubt it. Highly doubt it. I'd be like, you know how they have like the one percenters on like OnlyFans? I would literally be like the 99.99999 percenter. I would make nothing. TT's edition for the win all the way. TT only wearing only the mask. The mask and nothing else. You wanna learn the quickest way for me to ruin my everything I've grown on this channel? Wearing only the mask. That'd be the quickest way to ruin this entire channel. I'd scare off everybody so fast. It would go down in history as the single fastest YouTuber to just completely destroy his channel. Like that's exactly what would happen. Anyways, so Carson says, of course, with exclusive behind the tent scenes and a hot subscription. And as for your suspicions, Tim, I firmly reject this insinuation. So I'm actually working on an alternative ending to this episode. What? With even more excitement. Yes! I swear, if I read excitement in this chat one more time, I'll finish the game myself. Without me, this is going to be an emotionless jump scare festival. People want drama, passion, tension. So it's like a mix of The Conjuring and X on the Beach. I've never watched X on the Beach, so I don't know what that's all about, but I have watched The Conjuring, and that one, I like horror movies, and typically horror movies do not get to me. Like 99.9% of the time, horror movies do not get to me. The Conjuring, sheesh mama. I uh I think I could. So hear me out. When The Conjuring came out, I had uh I had friends that worked in the movie industry at the time. Um and they would they would essentially sneak me in to watch the movie before it released, right? And Conjuring was one of them. And what we would do, well, not what we would do, what they would do, because obviously I don't know how to work any of it. But what they would do was they would get us in, right? This was during a time I had a friend that was working in the movie industry. movie theater would sneak us in to watch movies before they released. And we did this with The Conjuring. And what they would do was they would go upstairs where the projector was. They would shut off every single light in the auditorium. So the only light source that you had was from the projector, right? And so like there was no walkway lights, there's no wall lights, there's no ceiling lights, there's zero lights. The only light you have is the projector. You want to talk about dark dark scene, like dark. That you want to experience a horror movie, that's how you experience a horror movie. Unfortunately, I don't have any more friends in the movie theater industry that can sneak me in to do these pre-screenings, or that's what they call them. They call them pre-screenings, or what they call them? Pre-screenings, not pre-screening, but it was called something else. Quality check. They called it a quality check. That's how they got away with watching them for free beforehand, before it was released. They called it a quality check, and they would sneak me in to do this quality check, and we did that with a lot of films. A lot of times we just did it with like scary films, but or just films that we knew we would really want to see, and it was a lot of fun. And anyways, so we did that with The Conjuring, and I don't know if I've ever watched The Conjuring like by myself in the dark, or just like by myself. I've always been near someone else, I think. But The Conjuring is the film that like it's like one of the only horror films that like kind of gave me like duck pimples, you know? Kinda. As says, I had a guy take me to one of the Conjuring movies on a date, and he was extremely disappointed I didn't jump once. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't think even during The Conjuring, I don't think I ever jumped. It was just I think it was um the atmosphere. It was the atmosphere of where we were at. It was the atmosphere that the movie, that the actual film kind of put you in, and it's just, I don't know. It got the duck pimples going. But it wasn't The Conjuring wasn't one of those films that had a ton of like in your face jump scares. Not that I remember anyways. Um but it was more atmospheric. It just had really good atmosphere. Really good genre. The Conjuring is a really good horror movie. I'm just gonna say, like, it's definitely a top tier horror movie. Like I says, I remember watching The Grudge with a friend once because it's her fave horror movie, but she literally jumped at many scenes and even clung to my arm like it's daytime and you showed me the movie. Like, you've seen it so many times that yet you're still jumping, and it's noon. It's 12 o'clock. It's midday. Atmosphere sets the mood for horror 100%. It has to be right to make it really scary. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wish I still had a friend that was in the movie theater that would sneak me in to watch movies. I would love that. Good times. Good times. So let me guess, Carson. In Carson's ending, Robin, Alex, and I end up in a very spicy love triangle. Exactly. The real horror is not the supernatural, but the toxic X. Oh, see, even we're calling out Alex as the toxic X. Goosebumps when you're getting creeped out, and when you're getting excited, I only see advantages. Um, I don't even want the spicy love triangle. I just want the. Actually, you know what? Hear me out. The spicy love triangle between Robin and Lena. That's the triangle I want to be involved in. That's the Pythagorean theorem I want to be involved in. That's the A squared plus B squared equals me squared. That was you gotta give it to me. That was clever. That was clever. I even That was super clever on my part. That just right off the top of my head. The A squared plus B squared equals me squared. Um, Oh my goodness. Look, I don't know. Goosebumps when you're getting creeped out and when you're getting excited. Can only see advantages. I'm leaving this chat now. May your tent drama remain unforgotten. I will miss you, my friend, but not as much as Robin is missing tongue-tied in the tent. Tent scene or not, the ending must not be rewritten. Players expect an epic cliffhanger, not a love story with campfire romance. Premium chat option, really the only option that I can even choose from. But I wonder how such a spicy scene would have gone with Robin and Tim. I have a feeling we're about to find out. I did. I drove Tim out of the chat. Wait a minute. Who put the star in the answer? I can only guess who that was and what's coming next. Oh, Tim, you've noticed. But if Tongue-Tied is already addressing this, with Tim at Robin's side, it would probably have looked like this. It was a cold, foggy night. Tim stood alone at the edge of the festival grounds, his hands buried deep in his pockets, playing pocket pool. No, the others celebrated, laughed, but he felt alone. Carson, seriously, cut the crap. Oh, come on, Tim. Leave him alone. Yeah, leave Carson alone. Yes, Tim, let Carson have his fun. Guys, seriously, can you please stop arguing? That's right, Tim. Don't be like that. We want to know what happens next. This is like the first time that we've actually had an opportunity to go against Tim. Normally, we're always siding with Tim in these authors chats, but now we're going against Tim. But yeah, come on, Tim. Don't be like that. Let's see what happens next. Tim, you can't stop it. People want it. So, suddenly, Tim felt something, a presence, a breath of warm air brushed the back of his neck. I've got your back. Tim froze. His heart skipped a beat. Slowly, he turned around, and there she was, Robin, her voice little more than a soft echo. She looked into Tim's soul while a mischievous grin spread across her lips. Tim, why are you so tense? The festival lights flickered to the rhythm of the music, which filled the night with a warm and romantic atmosphere. Then, a hand gently rests on his shoulder. Tim, no excitement? Robin grinned. Oh, Tim, just relax. Tim gulped. No, there are clear boundaries here. Horror remains horror. But the look on Robin's face said something else. Tim did the only thing he had left to do. He ran. Through the tent camp, past partying festival goers, nearly tripped over a crate of beer, but he didn't care. He didn't care about anything. The main thing was to get away, but he heard this voice, a faint echo that drove him mad. You can't run away, Tim, but not from the Karsten edition. Oh, you can. I fucked it up. My bad. I ruined it. You can run away, Tim, but not from the Karsten edition. Well, I like it. Or I like the current version much better. Run, Tim, run. Well, I definitely wouldn't have run away. On the contrary, I would have came closer. I would have gotten much closer. This is Tim's horror. This is legitimately Tim's horror scene. Yeah. 50 Shades of Karsten. Tim's getting the Jimmy treatment. Actually, in that situation, I think Robin's getting the Jimmy treatment. Robin was Jimmy in that sense, and Tim running away from Robin is the girl running away from Jimmy. This is Tim's nightmare. You see, Tim, I sense what the community wants, and they want to join in on the excitement. So you're seriously trying to convince me that the users are into more hot flirting? Okay, final word. Who wants an alternate ending with even more emotion? Me. Absolutely bring it on. I'm scared, but also interested. So all of that is just yeses. And I think Tim's going to point that out. He's like, you didn't give them an option to say no. Like, absolutely bring it on. Tim's going to be like, you didn't even give them an option to say no. I give up. Do what you want. Mission accomplished. That was true horror, and I loved every second of it. Carson, you sound like the bad guy who has just taken over the world. Well, Tim, anyone who opposes the will of the community will be mercilessly outvoted. Yeah, I think Carson just took over the world. I can't do it anymore. I've tried, really. But I don't stand a chance against you and your excitement army. He has fought, he suffered, but in the end, love won. You are impossible. I'm officially bowing out of this madness. May the horror still survive somewhere in this project. I'm going now into exile and have fun with the following Lena chat. Oh, yes, the following Lena chat. Oh, if it was getting spicy with Robin, no telling how spicy it's going to get with Lena. So yeah, with the following Lena chat tongue-tied, guess whose brilliant idea that was? First Alex, then Robin, and now Lena. Where is this going? Wait, I don't remember a spicy chat with Alex. Maybe we might have skipped that one just because we were salty that Alex broke up with us. So I was like, Alex could suck it. Like but not in a spicy way. Like in the mean, like telling somebody off way. But hey, Carson, keep writing.
Perhaps of dark legends and morbid fascinations.
What?
Perhaps of dark legends and morbid fascinations.
Perhaps of dark legends and morbid fascinations. Will Tim ever make peace with the Carson edition? Will Carson really rewrite the ending, or will the game end up in the 18 plus category after all? And the most important question, will the three of them ever be friends again? All that is written in the stars or in the next episode. Stay tuned. It's only going to get crazier. That's funny. We getting ready to talk to Lena? We sure are. Hey, you still awake? So, hear me out. And you're not allowed to no hear me out, but you got to hear me out. We started this stream with our chat with Lena. We had a spicy chat with Robin. And I feel like we should end the stream before we have another spicy chat with Lena, and we should pick up on the next live stream with the spicy chat with Lena. I feel like that. Look, I know you little pervies in chat want the spicy chat with Lena, but I think you all need to take a cold shower and come back tomorrow for the spicy chat with Lena. I think that's what we need to do. Take a cold shower. Soren says, you know what? Fair enough. Falcon says he's going to use it every time he gets. If you're talking about me calling chat pervs, yes, I will. I will use it every time I get. Now, time to eat something. It's too late. It's too late for me to be eating something. I need to go to bed instead. I need to get like maybe a drink of water because I started this live stream without anything to drink, and I was like, damn, I don't really feel like going and grabbing anything now. So I'll probably go get like a drink of water and go to bed. Maybe I'll take a cold shower too. I don't know. Falcon says, to be honest, I'm about to take a bath anyways. Throw some ice in that bath, Falcon. You need to chill out. No, actually, Falcon actually came in at the tail end of the spicy chat, so Falcon might still be okay. But you know what, Falcon? I have a feeling Lena's chat is going to be pretty spicy. So be ready for that. I'll be ready. I'll have the moisturizer and the happy tissues ready for Lena's chat. What I might have to do, I might have to play it and then reset it, get back to this point, and then do the live stream. Like I might have to have my alone time with Lena first, and then I'll just reset it, get back to this point, and then we can have our live stream together. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, no, like I didn't have any sippy sip. I didn't have any sippy sip. Actually, the other day I brought down this one. It's called the brand is called Pure Aqua, and it's a mocktail mojito, meaning a non-alcoholic mojito. It's just like it's a spicy water. and it is just gross. It was disgusting. I took a couple sips out of it and was like, it was not good. Wasn't a fan of it. And I've had mojitos in the past, and I like mojitos, but this mocktail mojito, I don't know, something about it was not good. Preston White, what's up? Oh, I miss you, bud. Butt soup. That's what the mocktail tastes like. It was a mojito. It was not good. It's not good. And I took like two sips out of it, and it's just like a whole can of gross spicy water mojito sitting on my desk. Disgusting. How's Preston doing? We're actually closing out here of the stream here in a couple seconds though. Um, but for those of you that are popping in late, I mean I apologize you missed the live stream, but the recording will be there for you to replay and listen to and see what we went through. We had a very spicy chat with Robin. That was fun. But Luna, welcome. Luna says hi. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Preston says I was on my way to bed anyways. Yeah, me too. I'm on my way to bed as well. Got to be up early for work tomorrow. Today. It's actually today. For me, it's today. Janie says I love a decent mocktail, not as much as I love cocktails, but I still love them. Yeah, if the mocktail is good and then it's good, fair. But this one just isn't. I've had good mocktails, and this one just is not. Preston says I don't know anything about cocktails. Preston knows everything there is to know about cocktails. Princess Fairy says it's 9:16 p.m. for me. It's midnight 17 for me. But Princess Fairy, that means that you're on the West Coast then, yeah? 3 hours away? Out there on the West Coast? Soren says I like looking at cocktails but never drinking. Are you talking about like the ones that are like really exuberant that have like all the pretty colors and everything? Moving next month. Are you moving closer east or south or north? Person says on my corpse reviver #2, don't dump the rinse. Extra splash of absinthe so I can taste the anise type of shit. I like absinthe. Some people don't like absinthe because they say it tastes like what, licorice or something like that. Is that right? It's been a while since I've had absinthe. I just remember liking it when I drank it. I just don't remember exactly what it tasted like, but I remember liking it. That would be the anise. So the absinthe that we have in the Americas is not the same absinthe that is like overseas. Supposedly there's an ingredient in the absinthe overseas that like could create hallucinations. But the absinthe that we have here doesn't have that ingredient. Anise is the spice that gives the black licorice its flavor. Got it. And that's what's in absinthe, right? It does have that. Because I could have swore I remember it having that black licorice kind of flavor to it. And the thing is, like, I don't like black licorice, but I liked absinthe. Like, I don't know. Lena, welcome to the stream. I apologize, Lena. We are on our way out of the stream, but it's great to have you here. So I appreciate you jumping in. Just for anybody that is popping in late, Obviously the live stream will still be on the channel, so you can always review it and watch it over. But yeah, I appreciate you jumping in, Lena. We had a very spicy conversation with Robin, so if you want to hear about that, I would definitely rewatch the stream and at the very least go through the spiciness. Like it's a sorry move to nothing to be sorry about. Nothing to be sorry about. You don't have to be sorry about anything. But all right, chat. It's that time. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stage No Way Out as much as I am. And although the AI is kind of cringeworthy and AI is not great, I hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay, or at least enjoying my coverage of the gameplay. You know, you might not necessarily enjoy the gameplay, but maybe you enjoy watching me go through it, and hopefully that's enough, you know, for you guys. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you look at the top of the description, you'll be able to find a link to the Tongue Tied Games Discord. It is as of right now, it is open to everyone to be able to join. Typically, it's only available for those that are members of the YouTube or subscribers on Twitch. But right now it is open for everyone to join. If you'd like, you can join the Tongue Tied Games Discord. Just click on that link in the top of the description. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.